A very good day to all parents and students of Swiss Cottage Secondary School. A very warm welcome to everyone and congratulations on having completed your primary school education. It must be a very exciting time for all of you, having had your holidays, rested, hopefully, and all ready for your new phase of life. On behalf of my staff, I'd like to warmly welcome everyone. And in preparation of your new journey, there are some important messages that I'd like your attention for the next 15 minutes. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Mr. Cheng here, and with me are Ms. Wong and Mr. Chan, the Vice Principals, who will be supporting your learning for the next 4 to 5 years. We are committed to ensuring that you are going to have a fruitful and effective time learning, interacting with each other, and having Swiss Cottage as your second home. The people who will be supporting you very closely will be the year heads. And in the center, Madam Stephanie Hing. She will be the year head for Secondary 1, and she is strongly supported by the full team of the year heads in Swiss Cottage. On top of that, you will have your form teachers. I'm listing down the form teachers for the various groups. Currently, we are calling them the orientation group, but when school starts in week 2, they will be your form teachers. Orientation group 1, orientation group 2, orientation group 3, orientation group 4, orientation group 5, orientation group 6, and orientation group 7, and finally orientation group 8. Our student leaders would have caught you by now and introduced you to the orientation group. Our student leaders will be the one taking charge of your orientation program and inducting you to the Swiss family. So work with them. They are very kind. They are very, very nurturing. Of course, there will be times in which they will tell you off if you're not behaving yourself. But this is all part and parcel of a learning process for you to become independent learners, self-directed learners. In your transition to Sec 1, we call it stepping in. We'll need you to develop greater independence and to make your best effort to integrate into a school environment. The main thing that all of us have to remember is that you are no longer in primary school, so there are different expectations. Self-discipline will be important. So if you continue to rely on your parents right now to wake you up, to come to school, make your breakfast, call you to do your homework, and so on, it is time for you to take over the ownership. Punctuality is going to be important. We start school at 7:35 each day. So we do expect that you are in school ready for the national anthem, temperature taking exercise, and finally be ready mentally and physically for school. Respect for yourself as well as others. To continue to make Swiss Cottage a lovable place for everyone, respect for each other and yourself will continue to be important. And by respect, I mean really your respect for your attire, your language, how you communicate with your friends, as well as your mannerism. I believe all of you would like to be treated with respect and as young adults. And this is where we are going to develop you towards. Regular attendance in school. You should come to school always. I think this goes without saying. And absence should be covered by a medical certificate. And here I'd like to really urge daddies and mummies. Please refrain from supporting your child's absence with letters unless really it is a family emergency. The school has strict handphone policy. what we want you to be able to do is to focus on your learning. So during curriculum time, we do not allow our students to use a handphone. Your ability to use your personal digital learning device will allow you that power to access information that you need for your learning already. So your handphone really possibly is for communication purposes with your parents. And we feel that there's no need for you to communicate with your parents or with the outside world during your curriculum time. Before curriculum time and after curriculum time, yes, you're being allowed to use the handphone, of course subjected to certain school rules. Okay, we will be giving parents more information during Meet the Parents session on 6th January on the Personal Digital Learning Program. Essentially, all our students will need to have an iPad. Okay, more details will be given, so stay tuned. What do we expect from you, Swiss students? We call our Swiss students thoughtful leaders. So in the year of 2022, it is really about strengthening your ownership of learning, growing your ability to self-regulate, greater thoughtfulness for yourself, for your parents, and for others, to be able to exhibit the school values of honor and humility. We want you to be proud of what you're doing, who you are, but we also want you to be humble enough to know that we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and we all can learn and continue to grow. And finally, integrate well into the school community. Regardless of where you come from, you are now a member of Swiss Cottage Secondary School. Your PSLE results is over. It is something that has been decided. Have pride in it. Let's move on. Whether or not you're happy with the results or you're not so happy with the results, then learn what are the things we can do together, you can do in order to make sure that you can perform better in the future. A very important aspect of secondary school life will be your CCA. In Swiss Cottage, as you can see in the screen, we offer a wide range of CCAs. You can choose from the different categories: sports, uniform groups, performing arts, clubs and societies. Keep an open mind about the CCAs that you like. During the orientation week, we will have a CCA orientation segment where you'll join your seniors to experience what the CCAs are like. After which, there will be trials for you to go through. Sign up for the trials so that you can try out to see whether or not the clubs and societies, uniform groups, or performing arts groups or sports will be suitable for you. I put forward a proposed weekly schedule for you. And this is also for your parents to have some understanding of your commitment in school. So a quick word is that in secondary school, do expect that you'll be spending more time in school. After all, we are inducting you as part of a Swiss family. School starts at 7:35 each day and ends at different times on the various days. So for example, on Monday and Thursdays, there will be CCA, which usually starts at around 3:30 and ends between 5:30 to 6:30. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Tuesday we start school at 8 a.m. in the morning, a late start day. And in the afternoons, typically it is a time in which you will be free to either seek consultations, take part in enrichments, and a lot of these activities are self-directed. An additional feature for Swiss Cottage is that every 2 weeks, on the even week, Friday, we have the home-based learning program. Home-based learning doesn't mean homebound learning, and it also doesn't mean no learning. In fact, home-based learning has been a very key element in helping our students achieve greater directedness in terms of your learning, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities to decide where and what you want to develop into. We call it the self-initiated learning program. Okay, so keep in mind that it will start, of course, at secondary 1. We will guide you much closer. When you reach secondary 3, then you have a lot more freedom to decide your directions of learning. We encourage all our students to finish your homework by 10, and after which, by 10 o'clock, please go to bed. It's important as young adults to be having enough rest so that you can learn well, you can grow well, and you will be able to cope with the stress of secondary school much better. I'm going to touch on the full subject-based banding. What is full subject-based banding? Firstly, I'd like to explain what is subject-based banding. For students in the normal academic and normal technical courses, if you have done well in respective subjects for English, Mother Tongue, Mathematics, and Science, you can take your subject, that subject, at a more demanding level. And that is already implemented in all secondary schools. The eligibility criteria for opting into subject-based banding is as follows. So if you wish to offer the subject at expressed, then you should have achieved grade 1 to 5 for your PSLE standard grade. If you wish to offer the subject at the normal academic level, if you are in the normal technical course, then you have to score at least standard grade 6 or foundation grade A. We will need you to inform your form teachers before 24th December, 12 noon, on your options, because we really need to ensure that we can slot your child into the correct classes. Full subject-based banding takes it a lot further. On my screen right now, I'm showing you a total of 5 different individuals. They are actually Swiss alumni who has graduated from Swiss Cottage several years ago. Professor Loh Teck Seng, Sashi, Mr. Tan Boon Huat, Deborah, Dr. Chua. On first sight, it is almost impossible to tell which stream they are from. And they are actually from a mixture of different streams. And regardless of the students' streams, actually, they have found pathways to be very, very successful. And I can safely say that most of them that I'm presenting here are more successful than I am in some ways. So why do we want to differentiate and classify our students according to the streams? And that is what full SBB is trying to remove. So how is Swiss piloting the full SBB? We have started since 2020, and therefore this is our 3rd year of experience. We offer Express Humanities to students at Sec 2 normal academic course, if you have done well. We've also implemented new ways of organizing the Sec 1 form classes. And this year actually, we've also offered NA Humanities to the Sec 2 normal technical students if they are interested, if they have aptitude for that. What is this new way of organizing the Sec 1 form classes? Let me just give you a diagrammatic representation. The Sec 1 classes are being organized into 8 classes, 1S1 to 1S8. This will be the form classes, and in these form classes, the students are from everywhere. In other words, regardless whether or not they are in the Express course, NA course, or NT course, they are together. And together, they attend common curriculum subjects like art, CCE, design and technology, food and consumer education, music, and PE together as their form class. And that will take place around 33% of the curriculum time. When it comes to the other academic areas like English, mother tongue, mathematics, science, and humanities, they are being regrouped into the subject classes, where they will take these subjects together with peers, taking at the level of same demand. For example, the G3 students will take the lessons together with all students taking that subject at the G3 level. So this is really what we say the best of both worlds. You will be able to make friends, work in teams with students, with classmates from different backgrounds, with different abilities and strengths. But at the same time, when it comes to the specific subject area, you will go deep together with a group of friends who are capable of managing the demand of that level together. So you can go deep, and at the same time, you can go wide by making friends, learning how to work in groups made up of people with different strengths. And that's going to be very important for you learning how to navigate a very complex situation in your working life eventually. And I can guarantee you, when you go out to work, the groups of colleagues that you have will be very, very different. They have different strengths that you need to tap on. I'd like to urge all parents to work with us together. Partner us, support the school, do lead by examples by really coming forward to support, for example, our less fortunate students. We have, on a yearly basis, the Principal's Challenge that we raise funds for students who really need financial help. Our parent support group has also come together to raise funding for Food Night. Food Night are sessions that our students, especially in the graduating level, they come and we provide them with a conducive learning environment extended all the way till nighttime. Our parents have recognized that it is possibly better, rather than our students having to go out to source for food, maybe just provide them the food so that they are safe, they're comfortable, and they can make use of the time more effectively, and at the same time, feel loved. And support any charitable events that we have. Join the parents support group when we have a very good bunch of parents. We have a link in our website, and you also receive an application letter to fill up the form and join our parent support group. The parent support group exco will be reaching out to you, and hopefully, please don't turn them away. Communication channel. We have several communication channels as I've put in the slides here. I would like to urge all parents, if you have not done so, please register, sign up for the Parents Gateway, because a lot of the information goes through the Parents Gateway, especially consent forms, as well as the school letter. We have also had the school website. A lot of information are there. The Sec 1 registration information is currently in the school website. Please take a look. There are several things that we need you to be able to do. The school Facebook page, YouTube channel, Instagram page are also sources of information. I think your child will be looking at these channels very fondly even after they graduate from Swiss Cottage. What we've added, and this is really just optional in nature, is that we have a school WhatsApp channel. This WhatsApp channel helps us push information to your child in a timely manner. But this is not compulsory, because we recognize that not all students will have access to a handphone. So it's okay. This is just an additional channel in which we push down information as reminders for students. Even without this, your child will do perfectly fine. With this, I'd like to thank all of you. I look forward to seeing all of you when you queue up to buy your books and uniform, but more importantly, when you join us wearing the Swiss uniform proudly and the first day of school. Thank you and have a good day.